What's going on, guys? It's Coliumm back on some more Warzone today. And earlier this morning, we just got a brand new blog post for Blackout that's coming on March 12th in Season 2 Reloaded for Warzone. And there is a lot of new things I wanted to go over in this video. So we're going to be looking over that blog post. And I do have to say, they pretty much kept it identical to the original Blackout. There is a few minor changes, but overall, it looks like it's Blackout from back in Black Ops 4. So the first thing they cover is how the looting system is going to work. And there's going to be no loadouts in Blackout. So it looks like when you drop in, you're going to have to loot everything from your lethal to your tactical to your weapons, kill streaks, perks, all of it. And how the weapons are going to work, it's kind of like how it is now. There's going to be weapon rarities. There's going to be like green, blue, purple. And then the higher rarity of that weapon means it's going to have more attachments, which will make it better. So it's going to start at common, which is gray, and then it's going to move up to green, blue, purple, and then orange, which is legendary. So common has 1 attachment. Uncommon, green is 2 attachments. Blue is 3 attachments. Purple is 4. And then legendary is 5. And all of the weapons will have predetermined attachments, which will never change from game to game. And it looks like in ground loot, there's going to be these things called attachment kits. And when you pick it up, it's going to bump your weapon up to the next rarity. So say if you had a green weapon at the moment and you pick up an attachment kit, it's going to bump up that weapon to a blue. And apparently each weapon is also going to have an archetype theme, which is basically going to like predetermine if your class is built for stealth or for long range. It's going to like cater to a certain play style. So they basically just built different versions of an assault rifle based off your play style. So say if you want to be stealthy, you're going to have a suppressor on that build, or say you want a low recoil build, there will be a build out there that has like attachments that'll lower your recoil. And then there's going to be exotic weapons on the map that have 8 attachments, but they're going to be super rare to find. So if you find one of those, you're going to be kidded. They also updated the inventory. So when you open up your inventory, you're going to see your plates, all your gear, your weapons. And then they also added sections where you can see all of your ammo as well as the perks. And speaking of perks, they have added a lot of new ones. Well, I guess new for Warzone, we have seen some of these in Blackout and Black Ops 4. And just like in the original Blackout, you get to choose when these perks activate. So you can activate your perks immediately. You can drop them on the ground for your teammates, or you can just save them for later for endgame. If you guys played Black Ops 4 Blackout, it's basically the same. So here's a list of perks you're going to be able to find on the ground. First up, we have Awareness, which is going to amplify enemy footsteps. We have Brawler, which increases your melee damage. Engineer to see enemy equipment, kill streaks, and vehicles through walls. Iron Lungs to hold your breath longer. Looter, which will outline supply boxes. Medic, which gives your teammate bonus health when you revive them. You can put your plates on faster, and you can revive faster. Mobility, which allows you to have no fall damage, swap weapons faster, and reload quickly. Outlander, which allows you to stay in the gas longer, and you can move faster in the gas. Paranoia, which allows you to sense when enemies are looking at you. Reinforced allows you to take more explosive damage. Skulker, which increases your movement speed and increases your crouched and prone movement speed, and it also increases your swimming speed. And then we have Squad Link, which automatically pings the enemies when you aim at them. So these are very reminiscent of Black Ops 4 Blackout. Next up, we have the tacticals you'll be able to loot. There's going to be the EMP grenade, flashbang, grapple hook, psych grenade, sensor dart, smoke grenade, stim shot, and a stun grenade. For the lethals, we have the cluster grenade, a combat axe, a symbol monkey, frag grenade, a needle drone, a point turret, and a sticky grenade. For field upgrades, we have the armor box, bubble shield, deployable cover, echo unit, munitions box, trauma kit, and a trophy system. For kill streaks, you're going to be able to get a dog, deadeye drone, death machine, hand cannon, HKD, psych bomb, RCXD, and a war machine. Now, one thing I'm actually surprised they're bringing back is the tiered armor vests. So you're still going to have your armor plates and your satchels, but you're also going to have tiered armor vests, and the higher tier the armor vest is, the more damage it's going to mitigate. So just like in the original Blackout, there's going to be tier 1, 2, and 3. Tier 1's going to be common, and then tier 3 is going to be legendary, and these can be found in like loot boxes or by doing it looks like some rewards. Next up, we have how you're going to get across the map. And if you guys don't know, Blackout is going to be played on Avalon, which is the end game map right now. They did end up making some changes though. They added a little more landmass, so it's not so much water, which is a W in my book. This map has way too much water. And apparently we're dropping in with 100 other people. And when you jump out of a plane, instead of a parachute, it's going to be a wingsuit. So they're going to have that. And then there's also going to be like the normal vehicles we see, like the dirt bike, the 4-wheelers, the boats, the helicopters, all of that's still going to be there as well. And then there's going to be no buy station. So if you die, your teammates are gonna have to go to this redeploy tower, kind of like how it was in Battlefield, and they're gonna have to secure that to get you back. And then it looks like for the gas, they're not actually using gas. They're bringing back the electrical field in the original Blackout. If you guys don't know or have never seen it, it's basically just like a blue wall. I actually prefer this blue electrical zone over the green gas because it just looks so much better. And then since there's no buy stations, that means there's also gonna be no UAVs, and you're gonna have to use these relay antennas, and that will basically be the new UAV. They also added these things called cradle breaches, and it's gonna release a lot of that red gas, and there's gonna be a bunch of zombies, and this is where you're gonna get high tier loot like the tier 3 armor. So you're gonna have to go in there and defeat the zombies. There's gonna be mystery boxes, I believe, as well as I saw the ray gun in the trailer. So that's gonna be sick to be able to run around on the map with the ray gun. And last, they also added some challenges into Blackout where if you complete them, you'll unlock some exclusive operators, which is pretty cool. And then there's gonna be like a new event pass coming. But that's pretty much everything they gave us. I'm gonna leave a link down to the blog post in the description. And in the comments, tell me what your thoughts are on Blackout. Are you guys excited? If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and like the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.